Hi everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is November 6th. About to show you a new improved bot, yet another version. Merged everything together on the last set of changes you may have seen. So let me get first to, if you are interested in any of this, get on over to quantlabs.net. Sell some free trading PDF books. More importantly, I have now put up, if you want to talk to me, just fill out some basic questions. Got them over at quantlabs.net/questions. All right, so let's continue. And lastly, if you want to know how to do some basic algo trading with either a really good platform like MotiveWave or Python, you can get any of our USB keys via our store at quantlabs.shop. All right, so we shall get into it now. All right, so let's check out the results. So right now I've just created a new bot. It's very, I don't even know what I call it. It's been running since about midnight last night. There's quite a number of positions here. I will show you the most profitable trades out there. So right now we have made over 809 orders since midnight. That sounds like a lot. So it's at 387, which are profitable. It's a win ratio of $47 or 48%. Return of a P&L of this much, 155. I gotta still do the numbers here, so I'm really skeptical on this one. And I'm going to show you how I can do that. So in here, I am now able to break out the number of coins that have been traded with their P&L. I'm going to show you exactly what this includes. So this will create a massive, large spreadsheet. But before I get to that, I'm going to also rerun what I just reran here, the Analyze Crypto. This is all done in real time. So if you're in my database here, let me just reload it. Right now we've got, I think it was 15 positions open. These are them. So part of the secret is to have multiple positions open at once. These are profitable positions. It trades off the order book. So we have CRV, NEAR, TRB, LRCs, Storage A, YFI or YFI
Entry.
LRC, and so on. So you'll hear in the background that entry exit info. I've been running that like that for a week. To me, it's kind of useful. So I'm going to run this again. So at the top here, let me just show you what we're collecting here. So we now have a timestamp. We have obviously the coin that's traded, the number of, we've talked about the positive delta before. I'm not going to get into that. The entry price as well of, let's say, YFI or YFII. Okay, and then following through that, we also collect the amount. Now this is really important to understand. What is the amount? This is the amount of in quantity that I would put an order in to make up for the minimum trading rule of 10 US Tether or US dollar equivalent in Tether USDT. So this is the quantity you need to do that based upon the price. Plus you have the entry price, so these are the units that I have to buy. So I also calculate the exit total, and then we have the commission. So this is the entry order. That's the order amount in Tether to make that order happen. We also are now collecting the commission. That's now commission in Tether, and that's 0.1%. If this was Binance, which it is. So this really matters because that. So if I move that to, let's say, Coinbase, it'd be 0.15. So I lose an extra little bit there. We also calculate the net, and then from the net, we calculate the P&L, and that's in Tether again. So this is equivalent to US dollars and pennies, okay? US dollar or pennies, all right? So we do now calculate the commission, and that's both on the entry and the exit. So I'm using these after commission's taken out. So that's the important part. And then we have the net, and then we calculate the P&L off of the net of the entry and off of the exit net when you factor in both commissions for both the entry and exit. That's the key, okay? That's something new I've been doing. And I've also what I call normalized it into
Exit CRV
basic
USDT. Exit
basic
CRV USDT. Exit CRVUSDT.
So all the
Exit
CRV are getting closed out now.
CRVUSDT. Exit CRVUSDT. Exit CRVUSDT. Exit CRVUSDT. Exit CRVUSDT. Exit CRVUSDT.
There's that many. So if I rerun this and I look at my database and I refresh it, so the number of positions from 15 should be whatever it was minus in CRV, which is the case. So here we're now here going to collect an extra few positions, and I don't know how many positions there are with CRV, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 11 here, and each one of these will have taken place at different points of entry. And then part of the logic is once there's something going on in the price, it closes all open positions for that coin. So that's how it's able to retain the profit. So some will be profitable and some will not, but it depends upon the entry. So that's something that is factored in. So continuing along. So now, as I said, we're able to, let me just rerun this script here. So now what it's going to do, it's going to collect all of the coins that have been traded since I've been tracking this, and then it's going to collect the number of positions, the number of wins, and the it will also collect the P&L. So I'll be able to see which were the most profitable for me at that time. So in here I've got I think it's coin stats, which is very helpful for me to know what can be traded and what is profitable. But again, I keep saying, I've shown this a few times, that this can change based upon market conditions and the coin itself and So let's wait for this Excel to open up. So I'll show you which will be the most profitable, which was traded the most. Now, I could track this for a week and have the bot potentially not trade certain coins if I know that they're going to be money losers for the overall performance of the bot. So this takes a while to load up. Okay, so the next step is to analyze the types of coins. Okay, so how many coins do we have here? So there's a lot of coins. Now this bot will only trade the top performing coins. Every single coin that's traded in the futures market, there's 71 currently, has an equal opportunity to trade. So out of that, there's 51. So it tells you the markets have been very active. Okay, that might be because of Bitcoin. I don't know, but yeah. So now we can know which are the most profitable. The number one is obviously it's P&L. This is what I got to check. Okay, but so far ZRX seems to be somehow the most profitable. It's won 80% of the time. Right up here, win ratio, number of trades, and wins, and then the total P&L for that coin. So out of that, again, this is in Tether, so this one is my clear winner for the day or for the time I ran it. And then out of that, I can probably just do basic sorts to see which one made the amount most for me. So I could focus then maybe a better performing bot only on those coins that have been doing really well, and I can obviously track that each day. So in here, I think it's calculated here, we can clearly see which ones have been the most profitable. ZRX, Tezor, Waves, SNX, OMG, LRC, StoreJ, Atom, Compound, surprisingly, TRB, and Ethereum. So again, you might see some of these coins. So the key here to learn, obviously, is that Ethereum and BTC will be in there, but there are better performing coins by a long shot, some of them. So you can see here that Ethereum on 2 trades made 3 cents. Meanwhile, other coins have made 3.5, 4 cents, 5, 8 cents, 7 cents, 12 cents, and then there's this big one, ZRX. So again, I have to check the math on that guy. Anyways, that's where it stands. You might think that these P&L are fairly small, and they are. The key here to understand is that if I want to scale that up, I can do it.
Exit CRVUSDT.
Multiply it by 10 or multiply it by whatever, willing to put the risk on. And I can use also this data as I track it on each coin to see the statistical chances of it being a winner or not, just upon this performance alone and how often it gets traded. Now, again, the key here is that these get traded, as I said, equally, and we only focus on the top performing at that particular time. So, for instance, we can see that certain coins that are performing right now are these ones. So we got NEAR, TRB, LRC, StorageA, YFII, and Matic as well. So those are the top performers as well. I can verify that through, a charting package or like a MotiveWave or something. So we'll leave it at that. But I just want to show you that this is pretty stellar. And then I can also control the overall P&L, return of the day, setting targets based on that as well to minimize and lock in profit. And this does have a throttle in it where it will not trade unless certain coins are a certain number of them over a certain metric as well to control the risk. All right, so we'll leave it at that. And again, this is all dynamic now. This is not using any form of static data. It's constantly adapting to what the market's doing. It's adapting to what the current conditions are as well. And it's pretty simple, but it's effective. And it looks like it's doing all right. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day. And I'm sure there's going to be more to track and fix in this thing. Talk to you later.